Sneaking in the night, only for a bite. Sweet and touchy, creamy and crunchy. Let the sugar rush come, oh, hand me a tum. Upset tummy, my nose is runny. What's this I hear? I can't take sweets as I please. Oh, come on, you can't blame the cookies.
Imagine waking up hoping what happened was a dream, finding out the result will be permanent, not cured with a cream. It must be hard for what David's been going through. Of course, we wouldn't know. It hasn't happened to me or you. Imagine being a great basketball player, ending up in a wheelchair, having so many fans, but now having them glare and stare. How before they would do it because they admired you, but now all they do is feel pitiful. Imagine growing up with working legs and being able to walk, then all of a sudden in a wheelchair with people that slow talk. Is that why David keeps acting up like this? With those decisions that are just plain foolishness? Of course, we have to understand why he has to be protective, so no one makes fun or advantage of him. It is effective. But how about Sean, his best friend? How does he feel? Finding out about so much, plus David's reaction, it is a big deal. But now that this book has sadly come to an end, I realize Sean helped David not break and not bend. But even though things will never be the same, Sean and us are glad David's back in the game.
It could be the type of weather or the seasons. We get through 4 seasons in a year, but in all of the 365 days, the sky isn't always clear. Sometimes the weather makes the sky seem unpleasant, but the sky should be considered as something pleasant. Pushing back all that seems bad, the weather after a storm looks pretty rad. With every passing day, everywhere around the world, we are given a beautiful display, one which was created by our exquisite sky.
From which I came, combining pieces from flames, making sense of complication, creativity from observation. Salvaged thoughts I've accepted, partial memories recollected. My beliefs are fractured, fixed or broken, does it matter? I build a plan in my mind, I'm calling it truth which I define. Building my own foundation, this is a clear example of industrialization. My mind is drained, my thoughts are clear, I surrender to what I fear. Let the present overflow, nowhere left for it to go.
Which explains why he was a drunk. He had a lot of tragedy, which gave him lots of agony. He was a father of Confederation, founder of liberation. He was the first prime minister. At that time, he wasn't so sinister. Him and George Brown had a great rivalry, but together they created a great dynasty. A lawyer and a businessman, he became a politician and his legacy began. His ideas were extremely smart. He joined the provinces to create bigger parts. He set a goal to create a nation that we love for generations. His ideas were a success, all the folks would confess. He helped this nation move on, just all take a moment to stop and think, Sir John.
He spent the summer without any ease. He won't let his Hedwig fly away, even after all the rubbish does he say. W warns Harry about the impending disaster, but he desires to meet Dumbledore, his master. Hogwarts, the magical school of wizards, where there were chocolate frogs, not snakes or lizards. As W wreaks a havoc in the kitchen, the Dursleys lock Harry in his room in prison. Luckily, Ron steals Harry in a flying car, away from the Dursleys, spending his summer really far. While shopping for their school supplies, Harry encounters Lockhart with snake eyes. As Harry prepared his return to Hogwarts, happy and confused, emotions of all sorts. Ron and Harry were unable to enter platform 9 3/4. They fly in Ron's car without planning any mortars. They land clumsily, getting into detention. Thank God it was this and not a suspicion. Quidditch practices start with Draco the Slytherin secret. When W chants the ball, Harry's injured and now weaker. Draco is the suspect when the cat is petrified. Everyone in Hogwarts is alarmed and surprised. With Ron and Harry so talented and skilled, they discovered a chamber was open and someone was killed. Through the dialogue, Harry meets Tom Riddle, who accused Hagrid, which was some serious trouble. Through the tunnels went Harry, Ron, Lockhart. Time felt like years. In the secret passage in Myrtle's bathroom, sitting and healing tears. Who must not be named, was Tom Riddle. What a shame. Harry destroyed the giant snake. But did Ginny wake up? Was she able to escape?
On some days, the sky is hidden because of my different reasons. It could be the type of weather or the seasons. We get through 4 seasons in a year, but in all of the 365 days, the sky isn't always clear. Sometimes the weather makes the sky seem unpleasant, but the sky should be considered as something pleasant. Pushing back all that seems bad, the weather after a storm seems pretty rad. With every passing day, everywhere around the world, we are given a beautiful display, one which was created by our exquisite sky.
At that time, he wasn't so sinister. Him and George Brown had a great rivalry, but together they created a great dynasty. A lawyer and a businessman, who became a politician, and his legacy began. His ideas were extremely smart. He joined the provinces to create bigger parts. He set a goal to create a nation that would be loved for generations. All his ideas were success, all the folks would confess. He helped his nation move on, so let's all take a moment to stop and think so, John.